Welcome back, everybody. This time tomorrow, the polls will be open for the midterm elections, and we have some huge races that we're following, especially here in Pennsylvania, that the entire country, they are watching very closely. Now, here to dive into those races with us this morning is Michael Sanchez, who is an associate professor at Temple University. Professor, thanks for joining us.
Good morning. It's good to be with you.
Good to have you with us. We've been talking about this for the last several months, the race for governor and especially the race for U.S. Senate here in Pennsylvania. Extremely contentious, and both sides bringing out the heavy hitters over the weekend. We saw President Obama, Trump, and Biden hitting the campaign trail on behalf of their candidates. Do you think their presence will make a difference in terms of rallying voters to get them out to the polls?
Absolutely. I think that's the main goal here, is for each party to bring out their standard bearer, and not only Biden but also a previously popular president in Obama, and definitely mobilize the base. I mean, I think that's probably the key goal here. The people in the middle probably aren't so excited about seeing these former presidents. They probably want to think about more the future and the candidates. But this is probably mostly a strategy about energizing the base, because we know in a closely divided state like this, turnout's going to be a key deciding factor.
Absolutely, and as we know, right now it is still a toss-up when it comes to the Senate race especially. Meanwhile, thousands of people already casting their ballots, voting early by mail, but we've learned in recent days that a lot of those ballots have some minor errors which could ultimately disqualify them. So we remember back, here in Philly during the last presidential election, how long it took for us to finally realize what the outcome of the race would be. Do you think that these ballots could play a role in tomorrow's race if they're not counted?
Yeah, in a closely divided race, even seemingly minor tweaks can make a difference, and that's why both campaigns and parties are putting so much effort into fighting some of these battles in court. I think as far as voters are concerned, they should, again, be very sure about filling out their ballot, that they correctly date it, that they follow the instructions, with the naked ballot. And if they think there is a problem, they should reach out to their local election office and see, is there a chance that if they think they made a mistake, that they could possibly correct that before Election Day. But yeah, in a closely divided state like this, even something like rejecting a few thousand ballots because of a lack of date could make a difference.
Absolutely, and we know that at least here in Philly, they've been putting out lists online so people can check to see if their ballots are one of those that potentially has an error. Now, talk about turnout tomorrow. Obviously going to be so key. And are you expecting that we're going to know the outcome of these elections by tomorrow night? Could this be something that drags out for the rest of the week?
It could. I think, the conventional wisdom seems to be it's not going to take as long as 2020. I think there's not going to be as much mail voting, and that's one reason why it takes so long to count, because the counting actually doesn't start until on election night. And so one reason is there won't be as much mail voting, and another is that the election administrators have kind of gotten used to it. They've got infrastructure in place to better handle it. They can better expect it this time. It won't be as much of a sort of unexpected wave because of COVID. And so I think there is a chance it could drag out, but hopefully it's not going to take, and probably it won't take as long as it did 2 years ago.
All right, Professor Michael Sanchez, thank you so much for your insight this morning. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, and we want you to stay right here with CBS News and Eyewitness News as we follow the campaigns through election night. We'll be streaming on CBS News Philadelphia when the polls close tomorrow at 8, and we'll have local and national updates on TV and streaming throughout the evening, and then a full wrap-up on Eyewitness News at 11, and later if the news warrants. So if you are voting in person tomorrow, here's a look at the polling hours. You can cast your ballot in person in Pennsylvania and Delaware starting at 7 o'clock until the polls close at 8. In New Jersey, the polls open an hour earlier at 6 a.m. and close at 8 p.m.
Well, with Election Day approaching, it can sometimes feel like tensions are at an all-time high nationwide.